Hi, my name is Kendrick, and I want to welcome you to my presentation on my baby, the culturecolumn.com. This is a business plan produced for my class at Full Sail University, so let's get into it. First and foremost, um, my content focuses on Black culture, Black news, Black lifestyles in Central Arkansas. This content is produced by an ethical journalist. I am a member of the Society of Professional Journalists. I am a member of NABJ. I've worked for one of the most prestigious journalism organizations in the world, Reuters, and I currently work for THV 11. So I take my job very seriously, and I want to deliver a product that people will love. This publication seeks to address the lack of Black press devoted to the Black community in Central Arkansas. That is something that I have heard a few times over, like in comments sections, and specifically from activist organizations in Central Arkansas, civil rights groups. So I hope to fulfill a need. As a graduate of a historically Black college, HBCU, shout out to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, I was groomed and educated to tell the stories of my people, my community, and to be a voice of strength and conscience for the media community at large. I do not take that responsibility lightly. So we look at this woman. I want to introduce you to her. She's special. Her name's Monique. Monique is a part of my target audience, which includes millennials and Gen Z. Monique is a 39-year-old single mom from Central Arkansas. She's interested in food. She loves to travel. She's getting to the point that she's wanting to learn how to manage her finances better. Maybe buy a home, save more. Her outlook on life is really positive, but she's not where she wants to be in life. She's not married. She's not as stable as she wants to be. So we are hoping to provide content for her that helps her to get to where she needs to be. Now, the details. The Culture column is Arkansas's premier blog for Black news, culture, and lifestyles. With the distribution plan with that, we did a little research with Pew, some other things too, but for the sake of this presentation, we'll zero in on the Pew data. That data shows that a great deal of Black millennials and Gen Zs in this area, in the country, I'm sorry, in the US, love to frequent Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All right, a growing portion of them loves to get news content from TikTok and Instagram. So we want to make sure that we're providing actual news for them that's fact based. Gen Zers in particular believe that they can better themselves through the content that they consume. I am a parent of a Gen Zer, and she absolutely believes this. She has taught herself to do many things with things like YouTube, hair, makeup. So I do want to be in a place to provide content that helps with that. Now, the Culture column hopes to meet the need of its consumers by providing more, right, information that keeps them informed about their community or teaches them something new, something that we know that it's needed. Now, with the Culture column, we want to make sure that all of our content fits into that new media landscape. I think we've got that covered. With everything that will be posted to the website, whether that's an interview, that's a video, that's a photograph, all of those things are interchangeable with other means of social media that are proven by data to be very popular with this particular target group. So all of these links could be posted on Facebook. They could be posted on Instagram. They could be posted on YouTube. All very, very important in terms of posting those links in other places, that it actually, the web traffic comes back to the website so that we're able to capture that data for search engine optimization. and also for building revenue streams through our advertising, which I'll get to later. Again, links can be shared or published on social media sites that drive traffic back to the website. That is very, very important. So we'll definitely be using social media to get that done. Now, gotta bait the hook. I loved Amy O'Leary's YouTube videos about making sure that we offer things that include humor, emotion, suspense, and of course fact, because we're fighting in this sea of content. You know, people have a lot of options in the content that they choose, so we want to make sure that we're putting out something that is attractive and connects with people and their emotions, but also teaches them something. Now, all of this boils down to one thing: the money, the dollar bills. So, with revenue, how am I going to support this project with journalism? Started with the Google News Initiative research, use the tools that were built into that training. So did a little research with the census, looked at the Black population in Little Rock. That was a number that was easy to get to. Little Rock's a big part of the Central Arkansas area. I kept it very real. If we're looking at about 38, 42, I want to say like it only gave me the option to look at like 42,000 people in terms of what we could get from our prospective audiences. Audience revenue. It was only about $525, which, that makes sense to me. With some advertising revenue, though, that income goes up to $9,000. Now, looking at things rationally, my overhead costs are moderately low because I'm doing this by myself. I have my own cameras, I have my own lights, I have my own editing equipment, I have the ability to do everything myself, and I don't have to buy anything. The biggest expense will be that website, and that will cost me less than $600 a year, so I think I'll be okay. Now that we know that this is doable, we do need to have some long-term plans for some revenue. So first things first, grants are always an option. My organization, NABJ, provides Black Press grants of up to $10,000 for journalists who create content for their community, specifically communities of color. So I'm definitely planning to seek out that revenue, because that would definitely be a big help with 10K, with some marketing items, buying some ads, etc. The other thing is, speaking of ads, programmatic advertising through Google Ad Manager. Now, the first year of this project, I am not going to be charging. It's going to be free 99, and I'm going to try to get as many people as I can to check out this content. And in the process of doing that, delivering some ads that hopefully they'll interact with and get me some Google Ad Manager ad money. No, it won't be a lot on the front end, but if we shoot for the stars, hopefully we'll get, the revenue through our site visits. Now, last but not least, the last part of this 3-pronged revenue plan is e-commerce. Loved the podcast of the news team that sold t-shirts to get revenue for their business. And if me selling a t-shirt with my tagline, "This is for the culture," is going to get people's attention, it's going to bring some brand awareness. Even if they don't know what the news website is, maybe they'll go visit it. After seeing the t-shirt on somebody else, then we've done our jobs and we've secured another revenue stream. So that's the name of the game. Now, we've talked about it, and here it is. This is thekulturecolumn.com. I read my tagline. This is for the culture. First things first, we just got into the About Me section. So just an introduction on me and my journalistic background, things that I like. I'm a real girl. Next, we'll go back to the website to let people know what we're all about. I placed the code of conduct here, journalism ethics, full disclosure that, I am a working journalist at a local TV station, and that I want people to understand that this is independently owned and personally operated. Also added some art that I love, crazy about. Um, Again, we'll fill this content more a little later. Did add a post to one of my favorite people online, Lovey AJ Jones, aka Awesomely Lovey. If you have never watched any of her content or followed her on Twitter, I highly recommend her, particularly for my Black colleagues. This is her TED Talk from TED Women. If you're a cat person, I guess there's a little something for everybody in here. You definitely want to check this out. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I feel like this video addresses a lot of the motivations for me personally in wanting to do this project or pursue journalism in general. So check this video out on my website, thekulturecolumn.com. And I just want to thank you for kind of hanging with me while I've been rambling, talking about this business plan. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at news@thekulturecolumn.com or visit my website, thekulturecolumn.com. And I hope to engage with you more on this journey. Thanks for listening.